care.
You're in?
I don't care.
Okay, got it.
Okay, let's get ready here. Welcome to Booth 31 Gaming, established 984 AD, the internet's original streaming channel. Part 3 of our playthrough for Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, the very first, our very first case, titled Pray Tell.
Well, well, sweet slumber after a hard-working day. On my pillow.
Okay, good. The sound is working. I had to make an adjustment. Pulled this game up initially and I wasn't getting audio, but I got that fixed. So, just as a recap, we've got the searching for the father of a boy whose father's been missing for about 2 weeks. Found out he was gone for a supposed special job. Investigate the disappearance of Tom's father, George Hurst. We found that there is a British aristocrat involved. The let's see here, it is. There's the map. We're going out to Epping Forest here to investigate a meeting of the Lord Marsh is apparently meeting some people there, part of his hunting club. Speculated that maybe the special job is that they're actually going out and hunting humans, and we did play just a few minutes. I didn't save at the right spot, so we're going back just a little bit farther from where we played the last time. And Sherlock was on the run from hunters through the forest. So we're going to go back to the forest and run from these hunters again. Apparently already been shot once. We've got the meter on the bottom showing how close the hunters are.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
Take cover here. The meter that shows the meter that shows our distance from the hunter is at the top. Our energy to run is at the bottom. Oh, I forgot about the bear traps. This isn't going to be good. It's going to slow us down further. Okay, gotta make a choice. That way.
Run, little rabbit, run!
Behind this rock. Behind this rock over here. On this tree. Get to this rock here. Uh-oh, that's not good. Around the...
Is that your blood in the snow? I saw something.
Be careful, there is another bear trap somewhere up here. Uh-oh.
You won't get far.
Right up here, there's a bear trap. Okay, the rare bushes. We gotta fall down this slope. This is part of what didn't save at the end of the last session. So they run by. We've got a slight respite.
Where is he?
He was poor. This man was killed recently. The body is still warm.
Find him, boys. Find him. You scampering little rat. You're so slow.
Oh, they're getting close. Okay, they got me. Trying again. On this rock. On this tree.
Hungry today.
I go through the woods. Nope, path is blocked. And I get shot. Okay, so I have to go into the swamp. I wasn't sure about that. Yep, I knew there was another bear trap there. Right around here, anyway. Quickly to get out of it. Limp along a bit. Somebody's behind the rock. I'll shoot. Here we go.
You won't get far. Hungry today.
Okay. Smell of the swamp. That's where we have to go. Yeah, the rock slide blocks the path of the woods. Into the swamp.
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair! You won't get far!
this way. Ooh. Okay, so I fell off the trail there.
I like to call this the Swamp of Despair!
Right to the next rock. Cover here. And to the tree. Next rock. Their aim's not very good at this.
You scampering little rat!
Go to that rock. Nice. Cover. Try to get that rock there.
I saw something.
Go to this rock.
I saw something.
Uh-oh. A little off the path there.
Don't worry, no one's going to find your body. You won't get far.
Go this way. Oh, sunk in. Didn't quite have the path right there. Because I'm wondering if there's something about that cabin over there I should go check out.
Here you are.
Okay, I think I see the path there.
I saw something.
Oh. Cover here. No, there doesn't seem to be a path to the cabin, so. I think didn't have it right there.
Don't worry, no one's going to find your body.
Next rock.
Here you are.
I guess you just head that way. No, that's not cover. That's
Where is he?
Follow the weeds along to the next cover. Rock now. This seems to get us out of the swamp. Okay, we're on dry ground now.
I'm following your tracks.
Here. Watch out for bear traps. We made it across.
He was killed by a shot to the forehead. God, it's Lord Harrington's body. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
Okay, now that's something new. Here's a cabin. Okay, so the cabin may be where I may be able to find something in the cabin to dress the wound.
The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin. This will help to dress my wound.
Yep, it is.
Someone's coming, I better hide.
I didn't even see the ability to...
Someone's coming, I better hide.
Guess hiding in the wardrobe cabinet.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging, you festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
George Hurst knew about some of the people who were going missing from the education program. Hunters. Lord Marsh and his friends are skillful and experienced hunters. What we got last chance? Oh. Clues. Popper's body. The body of a dead pauper was found in the forest. The dead body of Lord Harrington was discovered in the forest. George Hurst wanted revenge on Lord Marsh. George Hurst intends to kill Lord Marsh. George Hurst intends to kill Lord Marsh, the scapegoat for Hurst's own failures. George Hurst is going to take the law into his own hands concerning Lord Marsh. I think that is clearly what's going on here. Let's go back to the clues. Somebody hunted the paupers and the lords involved in the special education program. So, George Hurst hunts down paupers and lords in the forest. Lord Marsh and his companions hunt down paupers in the forest. I think that's clearly what's going on. Solve the case. So we condemn Lord Marsh. Lord Marsh is a cold-blooded killer who, under the guise of charity, hunted down poor people, put Lord Marsh in jail, where he will eventually die from his tuberculosis. Lord Marsh has no likelihood of recovering from his illness. Allow him to die peacefully at home while ruminating on his crimes. No. Lord Marsh deserves to go to prison. Illness or not.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
Okay, presumably we're going to need to...
Mr. Hurst, you have already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
No, 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 that's not what I want to do. I'm just curious what... Found all the clues, that's good. I'd rather see him jailed, but I don't want to have to kill the guy. Okay, let's replay this. Lord Marsh. So I just want to see how this plays out if I absolve Lord Marsh. We'll go back and condemn him in a moment, but I want to see what the ending is like.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him... He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live, he will suffer a far greater punishment. For his ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. Look, it's already dragging him painfully and slowly to his death. Then his wealth can and will be used to support the families affected by the Quartermain Club's malevolence.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
I understand your view, Mr. Hurst. I really do, but I couldn't allow you to continue.
I can't see killing Mr. Hurst. Okay, so we're going to condemn Lord Marsh. This is the final now.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than yours. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
I understand your view, Mr. Hurst. I really do, but I couldn't allow you to continue.
Just Holmes doing it just seems out of character. I can't end with that ending. I can see Holmes allowing the other man to. But I can't see Holmes killing either one. If there was an option where I could just shoot and wound Mr. Hurst to prevent him from killing Lord Marsh, that would be different, but that's just not, doesn't seem to be an option here. So we'll do this one this is the final time. We condemn Lord Marsh.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
Mr. Hurst, you've already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
It's not really the ideal ending. I would have liked him to have gone to prison, but it's the best I can do. A warning, you are about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice you have made and are ready to start a new chapter. Yes. Close to an agreement as I'm going to be allowed, apparently. A study in green. Some evidence requires additional investigation. It will be marked with a special tooltip. Missed important dialogue? You can always open the casebook and check the dialogue log.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's Bowling Club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
take part in the final of the lawn bowling tournament. The lawn bowls tournament proves to be a mere pretext for an unexpected adventure. Did say he needed to change into something appropriate. Go with that.
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
Apparently this isn't how I should dress for the game. Sportswear, of course. Sportswear. Sherlock Holmes, it's Dr. Reuben Fisher. Do you remember me? Well, you are a sorry excuse for a detective. You failed to understand why any of it was done. We chose the lesser evil for a greater, brighter future. We needed to sacrifice a few to help the majority. You'll remember these words one day. Sincerely, Dr. Reuben Fisher. Reuben Fisher, if you haven't seen the other parts of this, was Lord Marsh's doctor.
Holmes, are you really sure you want to wear that?
This? Everyone dresses like this at the club.
That should be a sight worth seeing. I only hope our charming neighbor won't spot you like that.
I mean, honestly, what's wrong with this? This is seems very well dressed to me. For lawn bowling, it seems a little overdressed, but I suppose it was a different era. Let's see here. Let's go to the club.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really. Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan Quiche calendar.
Mayan Quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal.
That? Oh.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
The Mayan calendar is the first prize for the bowls competition.
Good luck, Holmes.
The statue of Tekun Uman. This statue is made of metal.
And leave.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
the first prize, the Mayan Quiche calendar.
It looks like quiche.
It's a great final. Did you see the first prize?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game?
Not yet.
I still need some time.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible, so I wish you good luck.
This'll keep Watson happy.
Good luck, Holmes.
So, are you ready now?
Not just yet.
I still need some time.
I lost to the quarterfinals, but the green was worth.
Having some frame rate issues, looks like.
Only club members have access.
What a beautiful day for November.
Arthur is in the final with you know who? Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Exciting.
So,
think it's time to
are you ready now?
I believe I am ready now. Give me just one moment. I'm going to see if I can do something here. Maybe frame drops.
Yes. Let's start the final.
Yes, let's start the final. Beat your opponent by landing bowls as close as possible to the white marker bowl. Okay. What am I supposed to be aiming at? Okay, to the ball, I guess. Okay, so you put the white ball down as a marker, and you've got to get the red. I need to get the red ball close to it. That was a little too far. I think my first one went pretty well. Oh, that was very good. And I knocked the white ball farther away from his, too. So it looks like they might I guess it is where it was. I'm still closer. That one's not as close. But I do have two closer to his than his. Oh, that was not good at all. Arthur Leibrook versus Sherlock Holmes. Okay, well, that's not going to be. It's probably a little farther than you think it would, but 2-0 Sherlock so far. Very nice. Pretty far out there. Going a little farther away than I'd like it to. But that's just one. Ooh, that's a very close one. If anything, it knocked it a little closer to Mr. Lee Brooks. That's going to be closer. That's went a little too far. I think Mr. Leibrook may take this round. It's too far away. And in fact, out of bounds. I'm assuming that some sort of a boundary marker there. Three points for Mr. Leibrook that round. On to round number 3. Put it considerably out there. Good bowl there. Reasonably close for a first shot. Oh, I did not get enough. Give that one enough. Way too far away. I really kind of wonder if after all this is going to end with Mr. Lebrooks dying before the final round anyway. And none of this outcome is even going to matter. That's a good one. Oh, that's very close. Oh, kept rolling a little too far, but it's still, I think, going to be the closest ball. Wish there was a little mini game in here where I could practice this. Not as good on that one. He's still got at least two that are closer than my closest one. Or two that are closer than my closest two. Yeah, I've got, looks like mine's the closest. I have one that's the closest one. Last shot here, though. Wanted a little bit more on this one, but this is gonna be just in front of that one of his. So what's our score now? 3-3. Next round now. Off to the corner. It's not going to get back. Oh, maybe it does. Yes, back in bounds. Ooh, that's a nice shot. Crowd approves. Wonder how many rounds this goes. Ooh, a very good shot from Mr. Lebrook. But he's going to keep going. Mine's closer. Looks like it's going to be another very good shot. Oh, that's very close. That's nice. Both of mine are much closer than his. Ooh, this looks not enough on it. That's going to be between. Kept going a little too far. I still had the closest two balls, though. It's a very good shot, but still not as close as mine have been. Oh, that's going to be a very close one. Oh, man. I think I might be just almost touching it. All of mine are closer than his. Maybe that one out to the end there, but I definitely won this round. Ooh, 4-point lead. And that might be it. On Bulls champion, that was it. 4
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
Let's go home.
This'll keep Watson happy.
My congratulations, Mr. Holmes. My congratulations, Mr. Holmes.
Let's see here. Holmes defeated Bosworth. Donovan over Higgins. Leebrook over Erickson. Crofton over Adamson. And Leebrook over Crofton. Holmes over Donovan. And of course, Holmes over Leebrook.
What a spectacular season. What a spectacular season.
So back to Baker Street.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
This is the neighbor who we met in the previous episode. Interesting. There's one more clue that I'm missing. Fingers. Unmarried. Oop. Imprecise character portrait. Ooh, can I redo that?
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked! What a dream!
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me, so that she can practice playing the piano?
Not allowed to accept. I can revisit the character portrait. No, I cannot.
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin should stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father! Why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
I wonder if I can... Hopefully the last save point was before. I can start it over again. I don't like this Watson, this character design for Watson. Frankly, looks a bit villainous to me.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's Bowling Club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Shouldn't you dress for the game? Shouldn't you dress for the game?
Gonna see if it'll let me to dress like this for the game.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
I guess I do need to don the sporting attire, I suppose.
Mr. Holmes, You played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me.
Really? Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar.
Mayan quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That? Oh.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
The statue of This statue is made of metal. The first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar. What a spectacular... This'll keep Watson happy.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible. So Ah, Mr. Holmes, are you ready to begin the final game?
I believe I am ready for the final
Yes.
game.
Let's start the final.
Seemed like a good strategy for the last round last time. Off into the corner, not quite as... That's not bad. Bounds, curving back, hopefully getting in bounds, but too far away. I didn't care for that one. But I believe I will be closer than this one. Ah, that's going to be much better. Very nice. Would have liked it to have ended a little closer. Stopped a little sooner, but let's see here how this goes. That's going to be a reasonably close one. That's the closest one so far. See how this goes. Oh, that's going to be too far away. That's way too far away. It's quite deserving of those boos. See if this is, might not have given this one, put enough on this one. No, not quite. I think I knocked that a little, just slightly closer. Huh? It's a decent shot. But I think he will definitely win this round. Although I have all my shots closer than that. And so, Arthur Leebrook 1, Sherlock Holmes 0. Next round. Mr. Leebrook will bowl right down the center. A more traditional approach, I suppose. Way to the back. Very good shot for him. He keeps rolling though. Looked good at first. Too far off to the left there. Rolling out of bounds, frankly. It's going to be closer than his first shot. Let's bring this over a little more. Keep going too far though, but maybe still farther away than his. That's going to be a good close shot. Okay, this looks good. It'll be closer than his last shot. Knocks his away a little bit. But mine kept going. A mix of cheers and boos from the crowd. Oh, that one's going to be short. Not as close as he would have liked, I'm sure, for his last shot. Okay, my last shot now. Hopefully I've put enough on this one. Oh, may have curved it out too far though. Could have been better. Ah, well, 2 points for me that round. Off to the corner like I like it. Nice placement. It's just pretty close to what I did in the previous gameplay. Not as much of a curve as I would have liked. I like it when it kind of goes out of bounds and then comes back in, but it's an okay first shot. Crowd didn't care for it. That was a good shot. Keeps going now. On the boundary line. See if this was too much or if it's enough. Too far away. We'll come back in bounds though. But too far away. That one's not going to be close enough. That might have been too hard though. Or maybe not. Just kind of kiss the ball as it went by. That's going to be the closest. I'm going to have the closest ball to the white one. Looks like I may have the two closest balls here. Might not have put enough on this one. Let's see. Gonna pass one of his. That looks pretty good. Oh, that's very close. It's going to just barely touch it, I think. That should give me the win for this round. Yeah, he won't get his as close. Seems like a fun little game. 5-1.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning.
So I guess you're
See you then to
playing
receive
a
your prize of the
4-point lead.
calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home.
My congratulations, Mr. Holmes.
Only club members have access.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
Let's go home.
Indeed, Watson. Let's go home. Back to 221B Baker Street.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
What's wrong with what he's
Caitlin,
wearing?
come on. Show some respect for your father.
Okay, let's examine Mr. Bouvier. Ah, that's still not the... That still is an imprecise character.
You know, Father,
I have to get it right. Maybe, so I've got to make... So I have two choices to make. The necklace is either an occult item or an eccentric token, or an eccentric piece of jewelry, and the scars on the wrist are either an accident or a suicide attempt. So eccentric jewelry and suicide attempt wasn't correct, and occult item and accident weren't correct. Let's try eccentric. Now let's try occult and suicide this time.
Daddy.
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume.
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do.
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
Character portrait complete. That was correct. Alice is Sherlock Holmes's new neighbor. She is young and beautiful, and she seems to relate well to children, but she is still not married. The love token that she wears alludes to her connection with the criminal world. She suffered from a difficult past. Her scars indicate she survived a suicide attempt. Judging by her jewelry, she is interested in occult science.
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
Poor choice of instrument. I hate the piano. I'd rather her not.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
The Adventure of the
Thank
Empty
you,
House
Miss
by
Alice.
J.H. Watson. The next morning, attend the awards ceremony. Step outside onto the patio. This is one of the differences in the apartment is very much similar to the previous Holmes game we played, Crime and Punishment. The main room is exactly alike. The main room of the apartment is exactly alike. Here there are some differences though. Mainly the fact that there's now a patio. That was not in the previous game. How we've done up Caitlin's room here. Now, for anyone who hasn't watched my previous parts of this game, Caitlin is not really Sherlock's daughter.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
The Mayan Empire, centered in the tropical lowlands, the region nowadays known as Guatemala, had reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th century AD. The Maya excelled at agriculture, pottery, hieroglyphic writing, calendar creation, and mathematics, leaving behind them an astonishing record of architecture and symbolic artwork. The principal nation of pre-conquest Guatemala was the Quiches, also known as the Maya Quiches. The name of these people literally means many trees, taken from the forested highlands which they inhabited. Tecumseh was the last ruler and the Quiches king who fought with his army against the Spanish conquerors in the Battle of Pinal, where his chest was fatally pierced by the sword of Don Pedro de Alvarado. According to the legend, even in death, Tecumseh continued to protect his people.
Here it is.
A little information about the Mayan people and the calendar that I won. So I will need to attend the award ceremony now.
Who chased his own tail again? I should walk with you more often.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
The Bedlam Asylum is now open to everyone. Do you believe that someone within your care is out of their mind? Are you wary of caring for your incapacitated family members? Or perhaps you yourself are the insane family member, are insane. Or perhaps you are yourself insane in the membrane. We have the solution. It is the Bedlam Asylum. With our up-to-date treatment techniques, we guarantee that you or any of your kin will find peace quite soon and most definitely. We boast a cure success rate of 93.3%. Contact Dr. Herbert West with any questions. To the club, and I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Made myself a ham sandwich. Got a Mountain Dew Baja Gold. Not a sponsor. But back to the award ceremony.
It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Pshaw. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now, don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector.
Very strange. Much more confrontational relationship between Lestrade and Holmes than the last game had.
What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
The iron mounting rod is broken. Traces of metal on stone. The surface is damaged.
What did the police say?
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but...
Please, go on.
He said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground, and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then.
You're still here?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Pieces from the pedestal. Pieces from the pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal. What a spectacular season. The great tournament of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and... I found the body of Zacharias, and I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course, but to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Money was left inside the wallet. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. The case is scratched and dented. The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch. Swiss. 1855. Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Only club members have access.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall. Scratches on the stone. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like that. It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
A murder at my club? What a disaster for our reputation.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Bobby, they will find the thief.
Please, sir, release my son. Please, sir, release my son.
Where is this inspector?
Bobby, they will
At
fight.
your service, Mr. Holmes. Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Please, sir, release my son.
The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look. Interesting. What are the symbols here? The Mayan calendar. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet. Oh, Zacharias said, I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message. think I've missed something here. No, I think I've missed something here. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. It's not only a calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being. It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong... It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant. These scars are old.
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to...
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
The statue of...
But where is the statue? Did it vanish?
What an abominable crime.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right to know the truth.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Zacharias Greystoke. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. I wonder who this man is. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family. A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. These antiques look quite valuable. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing.
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed?
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Ah, yes. But it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
The great tournament of...
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice. I wonder who this man is. It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. I need a pipette. Let's try to remove the paint with solvent. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work. I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. That's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it. Mr. Marley is over there.
Oh, Sir Charles. A crime at his club. It's a terrible thing.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right to know the truth.
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Number 8 Grub Street, London. Okay.
Keaton Street.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Gumballs Road. Keaton Street. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
It's that way.
Thank you.
Keaton Street.
I'm not expecting anyone.
Possum Street. Possum Street.
door to strangers?
I'm not that strange.
Possum Street. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Well, you're a big help.
Possum Street. Gumballs Road. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far.
Cranny Street. Cranny Street.
There it is, Grub Street.
Grub Street.
And it is kind of going uphill. So we need number 8, Grub Street. 4, 3, 6. Express Services, Midland Railway. Saloon, family, and corridor cars. Dining and sleeping cars, England and Scotland. Bernard Marley Foundry. And that is number 8.
Grub Street.
Giant horse.
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
Fresh scratches.
Something drug along the...
Something large and heavy was dragged here.
Very similar to how the statue was dragged, apparently dragged at the other club. It was quite hot. Amazing I can get so close to it.
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Oh, I guess that's the female statue, maybe. I believe it would be. So this would be the office door. Mayan statues. Only 10 statues are available. This is a limited collection for the fine art connoisseur. Bernard Marley office.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here?
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
Dirty color, negligent. Amulets. Protective charms. Interesting. Myopic or required for close work? Close work, one would assume, considering the work he does. Smell of oil, greasy hands. Patches, leans frequently on his desk. I've missed some. Ah, this hand. Works with which one? Imprecise. It was the one. Oh, I screwed that up.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless, even in the beyond. There is no escape.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. He is founder, director, and member of the Archaeological Club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Bernard is a superstitious man. This man is indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear he spends a great deal of time seated in his office working on sharp mechanical items. I know he does intricate work and mechanical oil. He requires spectacles for close work. we go. Sir Charles described Greystoke's death and desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. Sir Charles could sell any collection contained in the club. This is true. The Curse of Tukanuman is real and aimed towards the expedition members. The curse doesn't exist, it is simply the human interpretation of events, of course. Sir Charles was aware of the curse, he had the perfect opportunity. Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of the curse. Opportunity doesn't make him a murderer. He is aware. But these don't add up. Too early. It's looking more and more like Sir Charles is guilty, but I feel we still have clues.
A furnace for melting metal.
Which of course you would have in. There's still the question of where did the...
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Where did the statue go? Of course, this guy could have stolen it and melted it down.
A drawing of Tukunuman.
Oh, this is interesting.
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue.
Everything? I guess that was everything.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Here.
There were two large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tukunuman's statue. Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
There we go. 3 boxes containing parts of Tukunuman's statue were stored in Marley's foundry. 2 of them were moved to Marley's office. Break into Marley's office at night with Watson. So back to Baker Street, I guess.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh,
Watson.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice.
I think that was said in the previous...
A map of London and its surroundings. I need to finish here first.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I believe there is a burglar's outfit in here. Since we are going to be breaking into Marley's office. Bandit outfit, that's it.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
What are you going to do with it?
Performing an analysis. Huh. Wasn't expecting that.
I can't help myself. I must open this letter. I need to turn on the gas burner first.
Gonna steam open the letter.
I need to open it with something sharp.
So Alice, you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him all the same. I am writing to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there is anything in any way that I can make do to help you, please let me know. Anything. Whatever risk it may involve. So she moved next to
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible.
She deliberately moved next
Let's
to
reseal
Holmes.
it, as if it was never open.
How do we do that?
That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on my analysis table. It's useful for my work. How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secret. or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
Well, I know Caitlin is the devil's daughter.
Ah, Holmes,
wonder
I
if
entirely
Alice is
forgot.
as well.
There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
I guess I need the doctor's outfit instead of the bandit outfit. Take a look at the time. I've been on this for a while. 3.5 hour stream. It's 1:30 in the morning. This would be a very good place to stop, I think. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thank you to anyone who came by during the stream, or to anyone who watches this later, either here on Twitch or on the YouTube channel. And have a great night, everybody.